Hey friends, want to know how to price your handmade items to sell in your knit, crochet, or handmade business? You won't want to miss this video. I've got an easy and updated calculator, great for beginners or establishing small businesses looking for simple reference point for pricing your handmade knit or crochet business items. So stay tuned. Friends, I'm Karen Viloria-Miguel, owner and founder of Canada Bliss Handmade Crochet Hats and Accessories. I help handmakers go from hobby to businesses that they love. I'm a handmade business coach for crochet and business. In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate the jumping off point for the price of your product. Then we'll discuss what you need to consider in positioning your product so you can adjust your price up or down. Now, this is a disclaimer, just so you know, I am not an accountant, but I do have years of experience pricing handmade items, and I help others build their business as well so they're profitable. Now, I have a simplified pricing tool that will guide you in pricing your products. You'll just simply need to punch the numbers in and choose your price from the price range. Now, let me walk you through how to use it. You'll need to gather some information. Grab your receipts and look up the materials you've bought for making your items. Know the price of the materials and tax, how much material you used to make your item, so try and calculate the yardage or an approximation of how much yardage you used for a ball of yarn or for whatever material you used to make it out of. And then assemble your one unit or your one piece and then determine how much of the material that you ended up using. Now let's jump into the calculator. Now, once you've saved the template into your own computer, and you can do that by opening up the template and then hitting File and Save a Copy. Once it's open, we're going to work through the template from starting with the material section, and then we'll fill in the labor and any operating expenses, and we'll use this template over here to calculate our operating expenses. For those of you who may already have my previous pricing spreadsheet, this simplified pricing spreadsheet is for new startups who may still be using home resources and personal resources to run their business. Then we're going to have a nice price range of options of prices that we'll want to consider in pricing our handmade items to sell. In this handy example, we're going to make a crochet coin purse that closes with a snap. In this material section, we're going to note all the components that we use to make the crochet coin purse, which would be yarn and the clasp. We'll also want to note our hang tags that we're going to put onto the crochet coin purse when we want to sell it. If perhaps we've bought our yarn from Michael's, then we want to go and find out how much exactly we paid for it. We will go to the product that we originally bought, which was the cotton yarn, and we'll use what we paid for it, not necessarily the sale price, because you also want to make sure that you always use the price in your spreadsheet where you can always readily accessibly get the same materials over and over again. So for our yarn, we can make 2 coin purses out of 1 ball of yarn. So the ball of yarn was $7.99 and our sales tax is 13%, so that's $9.03 per unit. However, I can make 2 of them for every ball of yarn, so I'm going to divide that number by 2. So the amount of yarn I use to make 1 coin purse is $4.51. Next, we'll take a look at the clasp. And if you don't feel comfortable using Excel to calculate your numbers, feel free to calculate it on a separate piece of paper and just type in the number into the cell. Now for our clasp and purse frame, we can use this example here. And we see that you can get 5 clasp purse frames for only $14.99. So we'll put this in our example. In case you're wondering, I'm just putting this section here so you know how I'm calculating it. So $14.99 plus my sales tax is going to actually come out to $16.94. But I'm going to divide that by 5 because it's a pack of 5. And I only need 1 to make 1 unit, and this materials list is for just 1 coin purse. So to calculate that, I'll take $16.94 and divide it by 5, $3.39 for the clasp. Perfect. Now hang tags. Now my hang tags I can purchase from this website, and it costs $24.95. So $24.95 plus my sales tax and probably about $10 in shipping is what I need to allocate. And I get 50 pieces. So back to our calculator, $24.95 plus sales tax actually equals $28.20 in Canada. And then I'm going to need to add about $10 in shipping to that. And then I'm going to divide it by 50 because I'm going to get 50 in one pack. 76 cents per hang tag. You probably can get a better price than this once you start buying them in way more amounts, but for now it's going to cost us 76 cents per hang tag. Now it looks like our total materials is $8.64. Now we can add on how much we're paying ourselves for the labor. Perhaps it only takes about half an hour to crochet up this coin purse. So in Canada, it costs about $15 per hour. And if it only takes half an hour, then I would probably pay myself somewhere around $7 to $8 to do this. So let's say about $8 for our labor. Next, we're going to calculate our operating expenses, and we're going to base it on what we're using in our home to run our business. And we're going to do this by looking at our home expenses. So for example, if we use our internet and our phone to run our business, so for example, internet, we use it to run our website or create a website we just made or upload to Etsy, or we use our phone to check our orders or get back to clients, then we want to look at how much we pay per month for each of these things. So our internet might be $60 a month, our phone bill may be $100. These are generalizations, so just take into consideration how much you pay. You might pay way less. I'm just going to broad range it. And then the total for your expenses might be $160 for that month for these items. But not all of it is going to be allocated to the business. Only a portion of it, because for now you're just kind of getting started. So we'll take that $160 and multiply it by just 15% for our business. And this is generally accepted by accountants, but you want to check with your accountant to see what is a good amount to allocate for your business that you're running from your home. So 160 times 15% is about $24 per month. And then we're going to take that $24 and divide it by how many items we plan to list or sell that month. And it'll come to about $2.40 per item. So let's put that into our operating expenses per item. Looking at the operating expenses section of our spreadsheet, we will use our PowerPoint example to fill in these amounts. So our home expenses, we approximated were about $160 a month, and then we're only going to allocate about 15 to 20%. We used 15, and it came out to $24. We're going to divide that by 10, which is the total number of units we hope to list or sell. Maybe we're going to put more, but we'll see how it goes. And then we'll take this $2.40, which it comes out to, and we're going to put it in the section for operating expenses. Now I've built it right into the spreadsheet that it's going to automatically populate right into this cell over here, so you don't have to worry about that. And I also left an additional cell in case there's other things that you want to add on. For example, if you pay commission to somebody for helping you sell per unit, then you could put that in this section over here. But for now, we're just going to leave that blank. So now if you'll notice, it has calculated approximate prices for you to consider from low to high. So this amount here is what online established brands might charge, because it's exactly 2 times the total materials plus expenses for how much it takes you to run, make, and pay people to create this one item. So $38.13 might be the price for 2 times total materials plus expenses. However, some people, when they're establishing their brand or their business, they start at a discount amount, which is the retail price minus 35%. If you're at a point where you've already done a few shows, or maybe you've got some exposure in media, or you've had some public relations experience, then you can move up the range that you can charge. Perhaps you only give about a 20% off discount from the retail price to people when you price things. Now, if you're wondering if this is in the right price range for a crochet coin purse, you can go to other places to take a look at how much these crochet coin purses go for and see if you're in the right range. Let's go to one of the more obvious places, Etsy. So let's take a look at crochet coin purses. And we'll see that the going rate for finished coin purses range somewhere between $63, $46, $30. So when we go back to our price range example, it does in fact fit within these ranges. Now it's interesting because you can see that some people price it way more, and perhaps they're an established seller, or maybe it's because they found a cute way to really market their item. You can do these things too once you find a way to differentiate your brand and your product. Now let's look at some other awesome ways to get your prices really up there on the price range. So once you have the total amount calculated, cross-check the range of the prices with similar handmade items on Etsy, specialty boutiques, established small business websites, and then set your price to where you feel comfortable selling. Factor in if you've created any sort of goodwill or differentiation for your product that will allow you to move up or down on the pricing ladder. And consider if you have a brand image. Do you have an established audience? All of these will increase the factor of how much you can charge for your item. If you don't already have an established customer base, or you're not quite sure where to put your pricing for your item, consider signing up for my tools and resources page and watch workshops on establishing your niche. Or consider booking a free consultation with me, and I can help you build your business so you make the right decisions at the right times in your business. Now, the links are all below. Now, finally, bite the bullet and price it. Then list your item and start selling your items for this price, and test out if it's quite easy to sell at this price or if you find any resistance. Also consider the demographic area for the shows, how you set up your aesthetic and your marketing. Once you get feedback, you can increase or decrease your price based on your own experience. Friends, this is your jumping off point for pricing, and there are other factors to consider, but only you can experience what really feels right in your business. Now, if you have specific questions for your business, or you have a business idea, don't hesitate to contact me or book a free call with me below. We'll explore if I can help. And don't forget to download your revised pricing calculator right away, because it's for absolute beginners, and it's also a good refresher if you're not sure if some of the items that you have made are priced correctly. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a helpful video again. Friends, until next time, I hope you have a safe, healthy, and happy handmaking life. Bye now.